welcome back to another video. I'm Smahle Mkhize and this is my channel. If you are a regular tegula, a regular liker, a regular sharer, honey, thank you so much for coming back once again. And if you're new here today, welcome to the channel. Make sure that you click that subscribe button so you can join the regular regulars. Okay, my love, we are on the road to 35k and ultimately 40k. So please do make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up and drop us a comment. Let us know, or what am I saying? Let us know, like there's people who answer in the comments for me. Let me know what you love, what you want to see more of in this channel, and I will definitely read your comments and see what I can do. So my loves, today's video is one that I think is going to be helpful to so many people, and it is in partnership with Moreland University. Today we're going to be talking about changing careers to becoming a teacher, specifically talking about myths that stand in people's way to kind of make that decision to change careers. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I've gotten a lot of messages and DMs from people who say to me, you know what, Sba, I'm 40 years old, I've been teaching in South Africa, I've been working in corporate in South Africa, but I'm really tired of my job and I want to travel, but more specifically, I want to teach. I want to give back and I want to help young people, but I just feel like, how can I change careers at age 40? It's probably too late and things like that, or rather I feel people feel like they don't have the time or the space or the opportunity to move and work as teachers and study further to become teachers, etc., etc. So I thought, let me sit down and do this video and kind of talk you through the process that I would do, or rather that I did, that helped me, or rather didn't stop me from changing careers. I think sometimes we box ourselves because we think we should be doing something, but actually it's not our passion. It's something that is trying to help us, make a living and survive. But I feel like once you get over that line of survival, I think you need to also put yourself first and put your needs first and put your passion and your ambitions and your dreams before any amount of money, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be feeling like you are dragging yourself to work. You really want to feel like you're doing something purposefully and you are making a difference in the world. So yeah, I'm going to be chatting about a few myths that I think we need to stop believing so that we can get ourselves into the spaces and the careers that we want. All right, so I'm going to be looking down a few times because I do have my notes. The first one I want to chat about is the myth that many of us, I think, once we get to our 30s and 40s, we think, oh my gosh, I have to start all over again if I want to change careers. And for teaching, and I think for many careers, that is not true. You can start where you are right now, okay? So many people believe that in order to become a teacher, you have to go straight back to university and do a bachelor's degree, or you have to go back and enroll into your local university and attend classes every day. That is just not true. We are living in the 21st century. We're living in a very technologically advanced time where things can happen from the comfort of your home, okay? It's just not true. You don't need to earn a second bachelor's degree. You don't need to have, previous education coursework that is in your degree. You don't need all of that now. There are so many certification programs. There are so many teacher preparation programs that are geared, or rather designed, for career changes and people who have degrees in something other than education. You guys know I talk a lot about Moreland University because they are that kind of institution that are looking for people who are ready to make that career change, people who want to work in education but just don't want to start over, but can use what they already have to add on and kind of enhance their learning. So Teach Now preparation program is that. It is a 9 months long course that you can complete from anywhere in the world. And what I love about it is that it doesn't discriminate based, or rather doesn't have requirements like, oh, you need to have background in education. You can come in with someone who has something in like zoology or something, or economics or finance. If you want to kind of make that career change and start to build your skills in education, this is something for you. You can also build off from your past knowledge and experience and then complete this educational course online. Depending on what you want to be, or rather where you want to go, you can just stop at the Teach Now preparation program, do the certification, to get the licensing, and you can then use that US issued license to get a job anywhere in the world, any international school, any international school, primary schools, high schools, etc., etc. You could also get into universities. A lot of universities that hire English-speaking lecturers to teach ESL to their students who obviously are not first language speakers. They love, they hire people who can teach business English. So if you're someone who has background in business, you can then add on your Teach Now, and then with those two skill sets or those two qualifications, you can be in a great position to teach business English in universities around the world. Specifically in China, I know many people who work for universities and they teach ESL English, because some of the students are enrolling in these universities and have zero English background, but they need this in order to get those jobs that they want abroad. You know what I mean? So that was the first one. You can start where you are. The myth where you cannot start, or it's too late to start, or you have to start over from scratch, that is not true. You can start where you are right now. All right. The next myth I want to chat about is you have to quit your current career to pursue teaching. Once again, that is not true. You can continue working while you go back to school. All right. We are no longer living in a time where you need to be on university campus, or you have to be in class every single day. You have to show up and mark registers. Like, we are not living in that time anymore. You can balance both what you are doing as your job and where you want to go with your qualification and studying, and then you can do that at the same time. I think it's not realistic to expect working adults to drop everything in order to study or to invest in their career or their education. Moreland offers online courses that are happening once a week. So this is specifically with the Teach Now preparation program. You can attend once a week. Not you can attend, they only have one. So you attend once a week, and then you've got your other course materials that you can read and submit assignments throughout the week. You also have your lecturer that you can email. So you don't need to quit your current job to study. You obviously have to find that balance, and you have to make sure that you are setting out time enough during the day or during the evening to work on your studies. But I think let's not think that we have to leave everything we're doing. It's not going to be something that needs your whole attention. You can definitely balance it out, and you find that you can do it. You find that a lot of these courses are catered for people who have multiple things happening in their lives. So the expectation or the workload isn't that much. And I think that applies for any of the courses at Moreland. I found that when I was doing the Teach Now preparation program, I didn't feel like it was a lot of work. I just felt like if I just, spaced out some time during my day. So each day I was spending at least 2 hours on reading and, researching, or, posting something in the discussion forum, or replying to some of my colleagues, like all of that. 2 hours out of the week, that's about 14 hours 2 hours a day, and in total will be 14 hours in that week. I feel like that is enough time for you to kind of understand the coursework, really immerse yourself in it, make it a part of your day-to-day lifestyle. I think that is something that anyone could do while maintaining a full-time job. Yeah? All right. Another myth I want to chat about is it's too late for me to start. Now, this is not true. Life experience and age can be assets, not obstacles. All right? Life experience and age can be assets, not obstacles. You are concerned probably, oh my gosh, if I need to start now, I'm old, I'm going to be in my lecture or in my class with people who are very young. I probably will not understand half of the things, But guys, honestly, most of the time, your passion for teaching and what you want to do will get you through anything. And life experience and age, I think, you come out on the other side learning even more than younger people, because you understand that there's no time for do-overs. This is it, and so you really put in 100% in that moment. I think sometimes young people definitely, I don't know, live on the edge of life and like say, oh, I'll see my schoolwork later. Or, oh, I'm still young. I can still, do it again. But with us, when I say us, I mean people who are plus 30, feel like, okay, there's no time to play games. I'm here to learn. I'm here to get my certificates and be on my way. And so I think life experience and age and maturity can be assets and not obstacles, I think sometimes we get scared about going back to school and you're like, oh, I did this 10 years ago. Can I still recall? Can I still remember stuff? Can I still write essays? But guys, it's like riding a bike. And I think it just comes back. It just comes back. And you start to learn to work smart and not hard. And I think life and age and experience and maturity really helps you with that. When you are listening to your lecturer, you're not writing down notes, but you're actually listening intentionally. And I feel like that is something that I never used to do as a child or younger. When I was still in my undergrad, I used to write everything down and I would not be in the moment and never kind of have an engaging conversation with my lecturer. I always just felt like I was absorbing information, but never kind of reflecting and sharing back my thoughts. So I think when I was enrolled with the Moreland Teach Now Preparation Certificate, I was very much interacting, engaged in the lecture instead of just writing notes. And I think that shows that, age and life experience has showed me that you need to be engaging with the content, or rather with the information, discussing with the lecturer, asking questions, and then reflecting on your thoughts later on when you're writing your notes, etc., etc. This is just one aspect of it. So yeah, I would say that I believe that when you are older and have life experience and you are just a little bit more matured, you come, when you are going back to school and studying further, your approach is different, and you believe, or I believed at the time, or when I was enrolled at Moreland, that I'm investing. It's an investment. It's not something that I need to get done because my parents said so, or something I need to get done to get the job. It was more about the investment in what I want, in the passion, and what I can see is going to be the outcome for me at the end of it. So life experience and age are assets, not obstacles. Don't be discouraged because you are older. Don't be discouraged because you are someone who's hasn't been to school in 20 or 10 years. Like, don't be discouraged by that. It's not too late to start over. You can still do it. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is the myth that there aren't any teaching jobs out there. Guys, once again, this is something that I've gotten a lot of questions about, and I think I want to chat about it in the context of teaching, because I think people have kind of narrowed their goals when it comes to teaching, or their visions for where they want to go. A lot of people see me in China and want to go to China, and I get it, because I show you guys the perspective of a young Black girl living in China. But I think I want you to know that there are jobs all over the world. China's not the only country hiring teachers, and so when you are in your element or in your era of applying for jobs, throw your net wide, apply everywhere. Don't put your eggs in one basket. And so this is one of the things I think that stops people from changing careers and deciding to going into teaching. They think that there aren't enough teaching jobs out there, which is not true. I know that, right now there is a teacher shortage, all right? And we need, our field needs teachers like you and myself, teachers who are ready to relocate, teachers who are ready to teach online. There's a need for students, and there has been a big need increase because of COVID. The pandemic dramatically increased the students' needs. Students are very behind. They are, learning from home. Obviously, there's no guidance. There's no the environment for the learning is no longer the same. And so a lot of families had to kind of learn online and help the child at home. And obviously teachers weren't trained to teach online. A lot of the time when COVID happened and everything switched online, teachers weren't prepared for teaching online. So I believe that there's a big need for ESL teachers who are online. There's a need for teachers who are ESL teachers in universities and high schools and primary schools. There's a big need for international teachers. A lot of families are relocating around the world. And so when kids are moving to different schools, they have different needs and there's a lot of differentiation that needs to happen. And so there's a big need for teachers around the world. So please don't get discouraged by what you hear. I also think don't limit yourself to your local school. When I'm having this conversation, I'm hoping that you are picturing big. You're thinking, okay, we're going to relocate. Okay, we're going to go work in another country. Or okay, we are going to be teaching online. Don't look at your local school and think, ish, there's no teaching jobs at that school. And so that means there's no teaching jobs in the teaching space all around the world. That is not true, guys. There's definitely a teacher shortage, and I think that we as young people who want to be teachers, who really are passionate about it, need to study further, equip ourselves, and go and go apply for jobs all around the world. This is something that I always say, don't limit yourself, don't box yourself. There are many opportunities out there. I just hope that you know that, and that doesn't stop you from changing careers and to becoming a teacher. All right. So yeah, I'm just going to go over everything I said once again. You can start where you are. All right. Do not get discouraged by that. Don't get discouraged by the fact that, you are someone who's, has been working in corporate for a long time, and corporate is going to be what you're going to do for the rest of your life, and you're really not happy there, and you have been thinking about going to becoming a teacher, but you're like, oh my goodness, where, like, it's going to be too much, going back to school, starting from scratch. You can start right now. Right now, you can click the link in the description box, enroll in a teacher preparation program, and just start. While you're working, just do it. Okay. Another thing is you can continue working while you're going back to school. All right. Don't quit your job. Don't quit your 9 to 5 at the moment. Just do it both at once. Another thing is life experience and age can be assets, not obstacles. So just because you're old, just because you've lived a longer time, or you're a little bit more mature, or life experience has really knocked you down, and the job that you have now was so difficult to get, and you just feel like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to start from scratch. Honey, get it out your head. Think positive thoughts. This is the time. Like, you have the experience, you have the streetwise, you have the ability, you have the money now, you have the computer, the things that you didn't have when you were younger. You can use all of that as assets. Those can all be things that can help you get to where you want to be. The last one is, we are in a teacher shortage. We need people like you. That is what you need to believe in. That is what you need to believe in. Those are the truths. Everything I've just said now, those are the truths about changing careers. The things about, I have to start over, it's too late for me to start, there aren't enough jobs. All of those things, guys, are myths, and they are not true. And I really hope that you can walk away from this video believing that, starting to believe that, and not letting that block you from reaching your goals, especially if you want to become a teacher or any other career. If you want to change careers, just do it. Just do it. Life is too short to be living unhappily rather, and working in a career that no longer brings you joy. It's something that you're not passionate about. I think it's time for us to do things that we enjoy, do things that we're passionate about, so that we can really get the most out of our times, and out of the experience that we have. So yeah, my love, that is what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope it was eye-opening. I hope you learned something. I will leave everything in the description box when it comes to enrolling with the Moreland University. It is something that I would highly recommend that you read through. If you have questions, you can definitely email them, and they will get back to you, and they will set you up with one of their enrollment people that can kind of guide you and talk to you about what you need and how you would need to get it and what you would get out of the program. So I highly recommend you check that out if you're still kind of on the fence about it. But I hope that these points that I've discussed today will kind of give you that step to start, because that's it. That's all you need. Just start. And yeah, my loves, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.